Good morning. It's Saturday again. Thank God. Tommy and I are gonna go see some apartments. Last week I did not film pretty much any of the apartments we saw. I just kept forgetting to do that. So I'm gonna try my hardest to remember today. I've been really bad about filming this week. I feel during the weekday there's really not much going on, but like, you know, whenever there is stuff going on, I just forget. It completely slips my mind. I guess I'm just like excited to be doing stuff. Oh, it's Valentine's Day weekend. God, I'm so mad at myself that I didn't film this. I did the cutest makeup look yesterday based off of that like TikTok filter that randomizes your eyeliner. I'm obsessed with it. It was so cute. I have to show you. I'll pop a picture in here so that you can see what the eyeliner looked like. I did it in a rush and I had to like skedaddle out of the apartment immediately after, so I didn't have the time to like take videos of my makeup, but like, hey, that's fine. All right, let's go see some freaking apartments. Hey, I just want to give a quick disclaimer and let everybody know that I didn't include a lot of information about these apartments, more specifically like where in Austin they are, the price range, or the like square footage. Mostly because one, I filmed these back in February. I didn't really plan ahead and think about like, you know, including location and like square footage and stuff, but just as kind of, you know, a general gist or idea, we were looking at specifically 1-bedroom apartments, and all the apartments we were looking at, with maybe the exception of like 1 or 2, had amenities that included a gym and in some cases a pool. Location wise, we were looking at places within a few miles of the city because we wanted to be kind of where all the stuff was happening, but also we're sharing one car, so we wanted to be mindful of like how easy it was to get to places. My number one reason though for not including pricing is because the real estate market in Austin is super unpredictable and has increased by a ton in the past year. The prices that we saw in February are not the prices that you're gonna see today, and are probably not the prices that you're gonna see later on this year. I just kind of wanted to be transparent about that, but I'm so excited for this video. So without further ado, let's get into the apartments. Okay, so this is apartment number 1. This apartment was actually pretty nice. The biggest downside was that the bedroom didn't have any windows with the exception of this like tiny little sliver at the top left corner that just like overlooked our living room. We did have a spacious closet in the bedroom, and the bedroom door was this like cool sliding door, but I'm a little indifferent towards that. There's a long hallway leading into my personal favorite part of this apartment, which is the kitchen and dining room, living room area. It was super spacious, got a lot of natural light. This was filmed on an overcast day, so I can only imagine what it looked like on a day that was sunny. And it has this really cool exposed brick wall, which I thought was nice. Apartment number 2 was in the same complex, and it was like kind of a bedroom and a half. This first room was meant to be kind of like an office. It is the first room when you first walk into the apartment. The rest of the apartment was also relatively spacious. The dining room, living room area was a little less spacious than before, but the kitchen was a super similar setup with an island and a nice backsplash, dark cabinets, and just overall like lots of, you know, up-to-date spacious things. The cooler part about this apartment is that there was a balcony. However, the balcony overlooked some construction and also just a parking lot. So we weren't super sold on this. We thought it would be like noisy and ultimately just like not that nice of a view. Still nice to have a balcony though. So like I wasn't really complaining yet. And this was only the second apartment that we saw. Coming into the bedroom, this was much nicer than the last bedroom. It got so much more natural light. It actually had real windows. So I was much more sold on this apartment in particular than the first one. The bedroom didn't have a closet. Hey, that's me. But the bathroom does, which is really common of like Southern architecture, Southern apartments and things like that. We had in-unit laundry, regular shower, and a closet. This closet was a little less spacious than the last one we saw, but it still was a pretty long closet. So it would have gotten the job done. Apartment 3 in this complex was actually our favorite of the 3 that we saw in this building. I loved the kitchen setup here. It's a lot more open, and it's actually the first thing you see when you walk in. I really like the living room area. It had like a little bookshelf when you first walked in on the left, and this one also had a balcony. The living room was super spacious, and this felt a little bit more open. We also had that cute built-in bookshelf in the wall. I love the island, and the lighting was pretty good, but it seemed that the living room got a little bit less light than the previous one. The balcony here was actually a bit nicer. It felt more secluded, and it felt like it would be much more quiet. The bedroom was pretty standard. I'm not a huge fan of carpeted floors, but that's super duper common down south, so that wasn't necessarily like a deterrent. The closet was actually the coolest part. It was this walk-in closet that connected to the bathroom, which I thought was really cool. We did have in-unit laundry in this unit as well, and the bathroom looked super up-to-date and modern. I loved the shower in this one. Overall, this was my favorite apartment of the 3 that we saw in this building. It was really gorgeous, very up-to-date, and yeah, we really liked it, and we were feeling a lot more sold on this one than any of the others. Moving on to the next building, this apartment building was actually our favorite at the time. We saw it and we instantly fell in love with the like 15-foot ceilings. The in-unit laundry was huge. It came with a built-in desk and a lot of space in the living room. The bedroom was a little dark, but this is because this bedroom kind of faced out into the courtyard. It had a gorgeous walk-in closet with so much space, lots of light. For me personally, I have a lot of clothes, so this was super important to me, and it was a really big selling point. The bathroom was super lovely. The cabinets were gorgeous, a nice big mirror. The shower tiles were really nice. What we found was super common of all of the apartments that we were seeing was that there was a double entryway into the bathroom, which I think is convenient for having guests over. The second apartment in this building was a relatively similar setup. I love that the kitchen had this kind of like open counter space. It did, of course, have so much open space to sit. I loved this living room, how it was easily customizable. You could be a dining room and a living room all at once, and I loved the built-in desk. Coming into the bedroom, again, quite spacious. I assumed that if we were on a higher floor, the bedrooms would have been more bright. Coming into the bathroom, we see yet another really large, spacious walk-in closet, which, as we already know, is a personal favorite thing of mine. We do have in-unit laundry, which is pretty common of all the spaces that we're seeing. The shower tiles were really nice, the bathroom was really up-to-date and modern, and overall, we really love this apartment building. We were so excited for lunch. We had woken up early to view a bunch of apartments, and we were so hungry and ready to eat. We went to one of our favorite barbecue places for a brisket burger and some other fun things and sides to share. If you're interested in finding Leroy and Lewis, you can find them at Cosmic Coffee. They're right outside of Cosmic Coffee alongside a bunch of other really delicious food trucks if you are interested in checking them out. Apartment number 6. This building was a little bit farther removed from the city, but the actual apartments themselves were actually quite nice. As you can see, yet again, another really spacious kitchen with some modern, up-to-date appliances, dark cabinets, a huge, spacious living room area, and of course, another balcony. This apartment complex was really cool because they also had like a community garden and a lot of other really fun things going on, which I thought was super interesting. Coming into the bedroom, we see a pretty spacious bedroom, a very large window. Something that I really liked about this apartment was that it didn't have carpeted floors. Actually, they were concrete, which was super cool, and I imagine very cooling during the summer. Yet another walk-in closet attached to the bathroom. I quite like this setup. The bathroom is also pretty modern, really nice white tiles. But yeah, I love the idea of kind of a closet connecting your bathroom and your bedroom. I feel like those are the two places you're going towards immediately after. Most apartment buildings in Austin are actually pet friendly. Tommy and I don't have any pets, but it's nice to know that we could. Apartment 7, once again, in-unit washer dryer. Pretty spacious living room and kitchen area. I actually quite like this setup a bit more. It feels a little bit more open and welcoming and inviting. This one did come with a cute little built-in like desk into the wall, and I loved the kind of accent wall that it had. This also had a balcony. This balcony wasn't facing anything crazy, but it was quite nice. It is private, which I really loved. Moving into the bathroom, I'm not like really picky about bathroom setups, to be honest. As long as the bathroom is like clean and functions well, I'm not too picky. Coming into the bedroom, we also see some like relatively large windows. Most of the bedrooms that we're seeing come with like a fan and lighting fixture. And then we also have another closet. This closet was actually also really nice. You know, it's clear that we're seeing a bit of a pattern of, you know, spacious closets. Overall, my favorite part of this apartment was actually just the living area and the kitchen area. Coming into apartment 8. This was an apartment complex we actually didn't originally have on the list, but we drove past it and thought it looked really cool. So we were like, hey, let's just check it out, see what we're working with. They actually had some apartments fully furnished specifically for showing. So that was really nice. We were able to really just like get an idea for how the space could be used and decorated, which was really helpful. Once again, a nice spacious balcony, lots of really green space, clearly a residential area, and this one's actually right on the river, which is really nice. I love the kitchen in this apartment, love the white tiled backsplash. Coming into the bedroom, pretty standard, quite nice. Lots of space for a large bed and perhaps a dresser. And then coming into the bathroom area, it's actually really nice as well. Some storage space for any towels, linens, and things like that. A huge counter space, which I thought was really cool. A nice rainfall shower, which I know I just said I'm not really picky about bathrooms, but if I had to choose, I would choose like a rainfall shower head over any other shower head. And then this was like the coolest part, this gigantic walk-in closet, which is like absolutely insane. And the in-unit laundry in the closet, which is super helpful. The actual coolest part about this apartment complex is actually the rooftop pool, which is so cool. And last but not least, we have apartment 9. Once again, in-unit laundry, much like every other apartment we've seen. This also was fully furnished for showing, which I really appreciated. I actually quite liked this setup. The living room space was gorgeous, and I love how the architecture inside of the apartment kind of separates a dining room from a living room space very subtly. This does, of course, have an outdoor space. This balcony in particular is looking out at the pool, which I thought was kind of nice. It does feel kind of private and secluded. I felt like I was kind of in a jungle, which is super cute. Coming back into the space, the bathroom was actually quite small, but the walk-in closet, once again, was very nice. The shower is nice, nothing to call home about, just pretty up-to-date tiles, things like that. And the bedroom is quite nice as well. Personally, I felt like this apartment could use a little bit more natural light, but overall was a really nice setup. The apartment just felt a little bit dark, but overall was really nice and pretty on par with the rest of the apartments we saw. All in all, over the month of February, we actually saw like 16 to 20 different apartments. We were seeing about like 2 or 3 apartments per complex. And I just showed you like the highlights of the apartments that we saw and some of our favorites. Obviously we landed on one and I am actually in it right now, but I wanna save the apartment tour for a time where we're actually fully moved in and everything is set up and decorated properly. We kind of had a running list of different apartments that we really liked, and we narrowed it down to a top 3, and every weekend we updated our top 3. I seriously can't wait to show y'all which apartment we ended up with and how we decorate our home. I'm so excited to be here, and I can't wait to show y'all what my life looks like down here. That's kind of it for me though, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you for coming along on this apartment hunting journey with us. Stay tuned for my next video, which is most likely gonna be an apartment tour of our new apartment in Austin. I think you guys are really gonna like it. All that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video.